Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Tracy, good morning. Thank you. KK, good morning. Thank you. I appreciate you over there on the tubes, everybody. We are now live on the Talk of the Tick. Let's go. Let's go. Akeem the Dream. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Official KK, Meg Cherry, Davion, Facial Blaster, Davion. Good morning, everybody. Girl mom, very cool. Teddy Flows, yes. Susanna, good morning. Lucky. Prashant, good morning, good morning. Candy, hello, everybody. Let's go, let's go. We got to tap to 200K today. 200K, or I take a week off. Let's go, let's go, let's go. JP, Trinity, good morning to everybody. Good morning. JJ, good morning to you. SM to the moon. Don Marceau, there he is. This is for you, Dynamite. Let's go. Don, you ready? Oh! Adam with the popular, the heartbeat, the roses, Andrew the believer. Look at all those donations coming in. Good morning, believer. Thank you, my Dynamite. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Don. All is well here. Hope you are well too. Andy, the Florida realtor, is in the house. Good morning, Scott. Right now we're tapping. We're sharing. We got one share on the board. Let's go. Tap, tap on the YouTube. Make sure you're tapping over there on YouTube. Oscar. Desiree, we start every day around now. 8:20, 8:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On weekends around 9:30, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. User with the heartbeat and the goat. Yes. Here comes User with the You're Awesome. Good morning, Mighty. Nestor, Oscar, yo. Mr. Dave with the $1.99 super chat over there on the tubes. The super chats are open over there on the tubes. Marcus, good morning. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Love you. Zen Method with the first hanging light. Let's go, Zen. Marcus, yes. Thank you, my Trinity. Make sure we're sharing, everybody. Make sure we're sharing. We're tapping. We're sharing. Hello, Wheels. Norman with the goats. JDM with the cone. Manny being Manny with the second lights. Yes. What's up, Fit Wakely? Thank you, Wheels, for the follow. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We're on every day, Monday through Sunday. Good morning, everyone. My name is Voss. Hope you all are doing well. Been doing this 21 years. We are here to help you as best as we can. We also have a VIP that is open. The link is in the bios to get in our VIP. We had VIP live training last night. They learned some new stuff last night, everybody. They are ready, the VIP traders, for today. Let's go, let's go. Mike Shea says, I'm in the VIP and I don't get it. No one shares anything. You got to put your glasses on. You got to put your glasses on, Mike. Let's go. Are we ready? Official KK, thank you for the popular. JDM with the cones. He must be doing bad. All right, here we go. SPY. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone currently on Miss Market. Watch your pivot up here, okay? Pivot point here, and you got a double bottom down here on the SPY. As we come over to the 5-minute chart, under the whip zone, watch your 200 right there. Watch your pivot points as you come up the board. On the 15-minute, you got a 200 here on SPY up there at 632.62, okay? On Miss Market. Under the whip zone, you have room down to this pivot right there at 623.50 here on SPY. Let's go over to the Qs. Good morning over there. Arshin, hello. Woo! Right now, we are in the whip zone on the Qs. We are in a neutral state right here on the Qs in your whip zone. 5-minute looks good. You're nice and tight in there. As we come up to our 15-minute, you got a 200 right there at 565 on the 15-minute. Under the whip zone here on the 15-minute, you have a pivot right there at 558. Yes, on the Qs. Powder with the heartbeat. Official KK with the popular. IXO, thank you. I appreciate you. Good. Who is that right there? Is that? I thought that was Flex. AMD coming up, everybody. Yes, AMD. Open up. Right now, we are in a narrow state on AMD. We are in position 3 to the downside here on AMD. It must be earnings. Everyone's going to try to chase this to the downside, all the amateurs, and lose. Where them amateurs at? Boy, did you get wrecked at the open yesterday. All right, on AMD, you got room down to 155. You got major support there on the 1 hour 200. Back to the upside. You got to know your retracement levels. Remember, 155 retracement. Currently, you are right here. Your 50% retracement level is 167.50. All right, if you get back down to 155, where that support is, 164.50, around 164 area will be your 50% coming back up to the upside. Remember, folks, you trade the chart. Hello, Kaya. You trade the chart. Stop chasing the news. The more you chase the news, the more you lose. Let's go. That's a new one for you, Davion. The more you chase the news, the more you lose. Let's go. Tap, 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 tap. Powder, thank you for the heart me is. How did we do in the market yesterday? Were we green or were we red yesterday? Hillary with the heart me. Jules with the dolphin, yes. How did we do in the market yesterday, everybody? Green, green, good. Green. Good job, Wheels. Embark your journey, red. Okay, green, green. green, red. Good job, Ultra. Good to see you. Green, green, very good. Tesla, we are in yesterday was almost impossible not to be green. You are in a neutral state on Tesla. You are in position 1 to the downside. We are in a bullish neutral state. We are in a bearish position to the downside. Yes. Be careful on the 5-minute. You have the 5-minute 200 right there. 307 to the downside. 307. You also got a pivot point here on the 5-minute up there at 312.50. Mark that down as well. On the 15-minute, you got the 15-minute 200 there at 314.50. You got double deuce of resistance there, okay? You got a pivot, and now you have the 15-minute 200. Coming back down to the downside, watch 305.41 area here. And on the hourly, there it is, the triple deucey. 315.31. We got the hourly 200 in the way to the upside here on Tesla. You got a lot of resistance up there around the 315 area, okay? And also mark down $300.50 to the downside as you have pivots. Let's go, let's go. Hadrian with the Harvey and the popular Google. What state are we in on Google? What state are we in on Google, everybody? The Googaroonies. We are starting to get in a wide state. We are in the whip zone here on Google. On the 5-minute, under the whip zone, you got a 5-minute 200 right there, 194.29. Watch the poke through to 194. Major support there on the 5. 15-minute, 194. We got another 200. That's two 200s on Google to the downside, everybody, at 194. Major support level there. Coming back to the upside, we have a double tap right there, right around 199. Mark that down, 199 on Google to the upside. Make sure over there on YouTube we're tapping, everybody. Tap, tap, tap. If you're not tapping, you are napping. Let's go. Did I close that out? Let's see. Oh, no, it's right there. Okay. Baba? Right here on Baba. Baba, currently right now, we are in a neutral state, starting to get a little wide here on the Baba-roonies, okay? Starting to get a little wide. 119, we have novice gap. Of course, it's Baba. We have a bearish neutral state, and we got a bullish position up there on Baba. A lot of people going to get wrecked on this today. Here we go to the upside. 118.20 is your 50% retracement level. All right, mark that down. 118.20, right around 118.40 is your 25% retracement level here on Baba. Let's put in some resistance, okay? Right up here around 119.44. You have your first set of resistance on Baba. We head over to the 15-minute at 119. Hold number. You got the 15-minute 200 right there. Major resistance on Baba at 119 in position 3 to the upside in a bearish neutral state. Don't go long. It won't end well. Adrian Rodriguez with the heartbeat and the popular. Let's go. Coin. Right now on Coin, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone currently on Coin. 5-minute, we have resistance up there. 200 on the 5-minute. 312. Mark that down to the upside. 312 on Coin to the upside. We're going to head down to the right here at 312 on the hourly. You have the hourly 20 in your way. You have major resistance on Coin at 312 to the upside, everybody. Mark that down. Coming back down the board under the whip zone of 296.95. Right here, 277. You have major support. That is your next level to the downside. 277. Good morning, YouTube. PLTR. Let's see what we got. PLTR. Let's go. We are in a narrow state here on PLTR. Yes. Narrow state in the whip zone here on PLTR. Be careful up here on the weekly. That is your high right there at 176.30. 176.30 to the upside. You got a major resistance here on PLTR as we come back down the board here on PLTR. Under this whip zone, you have a 5-minute 200 right there. 163.79. First support level on PLTR. Alexander the Great, good morning over there. Apple for our YouTubers. Let's go, let's go. Make sure we're tapping over there on YouTube. I don't see any hearts going up. I will shut it down in a matter of seconds. Let's go, let's go. We are at 39,000. TikTok, get the taps going or we are shutting down, folks. And then you all are in really major doo-doo. On Apple right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside on Apple. First set of resistance is coming up right here at 208. 208 resistance on Apple. First set. Coming back down under the whip zone of 202.71. You got a double bottom here at 201.50. Mark that down. 201.50 as we head over to Nvidia. Yes, look at these levels. Look at them levels, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. If you want to learn how to do all these levels, you have to get into the VIP. The VIP, $49.99 a month or $449 for the year. You're going to head over to the VossTrading.com right there. The VossTrading.com is where you're going to go for the VIP. If you are a complainer, we don't want you in there. If you're currently in there and you complain, we want you to quit because you're not going to make it in the market. You're just looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. Right here on NVIDIA, we are in a narrow state, everybody. Yes, we are in position 2 to the downside here on NVIDIA. Be careful on NVIDIA. Coming back up, you have resistance right here at 177.28. 177.28, there's a 200 there for you, okay? Also at 177, whole number, you have resistance to the upside. There is your 15-minute 200 here on NVIDIA. On the hourly to the downside, you have room down to 171. That is your next pivot on the hourly. You must get back over the whip zone here of 179, and then you will have room up to 183 on NVIDIA. Mark your levels. You must trade on multiple time frames. How we doing? I can't jump anymore. Why not? With the rose. Christina Zan with the heart me. Josh with the hat and mustache. Thank you. Egg with the heart me. Get your heart me's in, everybody. Palo. Shelly Stringer. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Remember, we got 5 lights on the board, everybody. Sure, B. I got you, B. Oracle, absolutely. Thank you for being so kind. Asking. You are a real human. I like you, ORC, B. Oracle, just for you, my man. Here we go on Oracle. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Oracle. Remember, here on the 5-minute, you got your first resistance, B, right there around 258.50. Okay, 258.50 is your first set of resistance. Above 258.50B, you have room up to 260.50. Coming back down on Oracle under the whip zone, you have a 1 hour 20 right there at 254 with a whole number. Next set will be right there at 251.50 to the downside. Let's go, let's go. AMD for love, sacrifice. Folks, let me tell you all, don't chase this to the downside, please. Okay, you are in position 3 already on AMD. You're in that narrow state. You need a pullback on this first before you're going to short it. Don't short it down here. It won't end well. Teddy Flows with the $1.99 super chat. So what are you going to do on AMD? It's very simple. That is your retracement level to the downside, okay? 167 is your 25%. Right around 169 is your 50%. You are going to see what kind of retracement you get to the downside. You cross over 170 here, you are looking for a play to the upside, not the downside on AMD. Buckeye with the heartbeat. Esther Lopez with the rose. Yes, thank you. Good morning, Buckeye. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. I hope everything's going well with you and the clan. Hope you guys are learning. Remember, folks, trading takes effort. Okay? If you have the GAMBLER mindset and you are looking for other people to share with you things because you're too lazy to learn on your own, you're not going to make it as a trader. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay? Stop wasting your time looking for the get rich quick. Start using that time to learn how to trade. You are wasting all this time. There is nothing in this world that's going to come to you easy. I will promise you that right now. Stop being a little bitch and stop looking for the get rich quick scheme. Meta, we are in a neutral state. Okay? Neutral state. We are in the whip zone currently on Meta. And I mean that wholeheartedly, everybody, with the bottom of my heart. 5-minute looks good. The 15-minute under the whip zone right here, 740. We have the 15-minute 200. 15-minute 200 here at 740, everybody, on Meta. Back over the whip zone of 769. You have room up to your first pivot right here, everybody, 783.44. Mr. Day with the $1.99. That must be Lito Rocha with the money gun. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the follow, MAR. Thank you. Microsoft. All right, Microsoft, what state and position are we in? Go! What state and what position are we in, YouTube? You tell me. You've been on here for a while now. Where are we? NIC with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, NIC. We are one super chat away from the goal. First time ever, I think, on YouTube. You the GOAT, Voss. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And thank you for being here. Josh with the roses, yes. Wide state. Are we in a wide state, everybody? No, we're in a neutral state. We're starting to get wide, though. But anything to the downside here in this state, don't do it, okay? Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Microsoft. We are in the whip zone, okay? On the 15-minute, under the whip zone. This is why we're not going to the downside, everybody. 523, there's your 15-minute 200. Neutral state to the downside already. Bam, there's your support. Going to run right into that jackhammer. 523, that is your first level of support. Coming back up right here, here is your base, VIP. 538.26 over the whip zone. You hit your first base there at 538.26. Then you have room up to 555.61 on Microsoft. Shelly Stringer, King J. Thank you, Shelly and King J. XOM. Oh, XOM. Too bad you're already gapped up, though. See, a lot of novices think, the gap up, yes. No. Right now, we are in a narrow state here. Lino Rocha with the confetti. Yes. Lino Rocha with the confetti. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on XOM. Currently, right now, we're running right into that 5-minute 200, okay? You want to stay over that 5-minute 200 with a retest to the upside here on XOM. Remember, 108 is your 5-minute 200. 108. If you stay above 108 to the upside with a retest, you have room up to 109. First pivot point coming into that first base right there, 109 on XOM. Back under the whip zone of 106.94, you have room down to 106, hold number, as there's your pivot waiting for you. Good morning, everyone. Yes. So happy. Thank you, Jelly, for the follow. Akil, good morning. Good to see you. Uber. Your love. Right now, we are in a neutral state here on Uber. We are in the whip zone. Okay, now you're in position 1 to the downside here on Uber. To the downside, you got to be careful. You got your 5-minute 200 there at 88.54. Mark that level down, 88.54, okay? On the 15-minute, you also have support at 88.50. To the downside on Uber, we have major support there, okay? You got two 200s right there, so be careful. Back over that whip zone of $91. Get over the whole number. Your first stop is 92.34. That will be your pivot point right over there on Uber. Right there. Uber. Let me back that out. Uber. NQ. Can't live without your love. Oh. NQ. Boom. 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 You silly gooses. All right, here we go on NQ. NQ, you want to get over 23,235.50 right here, okay, to the upside. Then you got room up to your base pivot up here, 23,405. That will be your first solid base on NQ. Mark that level down. Under 23,044 hold number, you will have room down. Ready? Whoop. Let me move this back out here. Hold on. You will have room down to that base right there, right around 22,817, under 23,044. Hello, small traders. How are you? Hello. Fresh Food says, what is the pair? They're between my legs. The Qs. What was that? Where'd that come from? Did you guys hear that? Listen again. Did you hear that? Right now on the Qs, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on the Qs. 5-minute looks good. You're nice and tight. You don't have to worry about that too much. On the Qs, you got room up to 565. That is where your 15-minute 200 is. 565. Also got a 200 right there on the Qs. Back under 559.39, you have room down to your pivot right there. Boom. 552 on the Qs. Good day, mate. How are you, NXN? I'm doing good, mate. How are you? Google. And then we're going to have the joke of the day. Are we ready for the joke of the day, everybody? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Right now on Google, you are in a neutral state. You're in the whip zone on Google. Be careful on Google. Under the whip zone right here at 194.29, you have a 5-minute 200, okay? Back over the whip zone of 196.25 right over here. You will have room up to your first pivot here, 197. Watch that little guy right there, 197. And then you will have room up to 199 on Google. Andrew Holmes says you have a good head. That's what she said last night, too. I mean, Miss Market, Peyton, we sure can. Here we go on the SPY. Chris with the dollar super chat. We nailed the goal. Look at that confetti over there on YouTube. They are kicking TikTok's booty. Yeah, let's go YouTube. Yes, I love it. All right, SPY, we are in a neutral state, position 1 here on SPY. Okay, you have room on SPY up to this pivot right here, 630 on SPY. Mark that down. On Miss Market, we want to get under 627.68 here. You want to get under that 200 on the 5-minute, all right? You don't want to bang into that thing. And then you will have room on Miss Market. Let's mark it out. Ready? Right here. Whoop, boom, right there, your first pivot, 625.54. To the upside, right there, pivot, boom, 630.35. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. Good job, everybody. Good job. MU. Yes. Okay, hold on. Is that East meets West? Hold on, everybody. Are we ready? Say goodbye, East meets West. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. IWM. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got the joke of the day. Are we ready? Here we go. Why I marked these out. Tracy! VIP has changed my life. The $2 super chat over there on YouTube. Yes. Thank you, Tracy. I'm glad that our VIP has changed your life. Thank you for being there. We appreciate you. You are one of the good ones, and we're so happy you are there. Joke of the day, everybody. East meets West. This is for you, sweetheart. Are we ready? Why did the bicycle fall over? Why did the bicycle fall over, everybody? Because it was too tired. Oh! It was too tired, everybody. Yes! Let's go. The joke of the day. Thank you. Thank you. That's not a joke. It's a riddle. Thank you, Tony, for the follow. IWM, let's do it. Right now on IWM, we are in a neutral state. Yes, we are in the whip zone. You got to get back over 221.04 up, under 220 to the downside, okay? That'll put you under your whip zone levels here on IWM. IWM first stop is right around 221.56 and 222 as we move this over for you. Those are your first pivots here on IWM, if I can get this thing to work. And it doesn't want to work. I don't know why. It don't want to work. Well, anyway, IWM, these are your first pivots right in here, okay? 222 area on IWM. Back under the whip zone, you have room back down to 218. 218 on IWM, under 220. Is real. Netflix. You're joining VIP after these trades today. All right, Josh. What are you waiting to lose a few more? Josh, what the hell are you doing? You're waiting to lose these trades or what? Just kidding, Josh. We would love to have you in there. At least you get my humor, so that's a good thing. J Mark with the follow. Thank you so much. Everybody hit that follow button. We got 2 lights on the board. We got 2 more lights on the board. MU. Yeah, we're slowly removing all the whiners out of VIP, which is a good thing. Thank God. Thank God, Hillary. Where are you, my Hillary? All right, MU, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside. What state are we in? We're on a bullish neutral state to the upside. Bearish position. Should you short this at the open? No, you're not going to go anywhere. All right, first stop here on MU. Right down here to the pivot. Boom. Do you see it? Right around 107. Hold number right there on MU. Coming back over the whip zone of 109.52. You have room up to 110.50. 110.50. Jorge the Collector, thank you for the follow. What the hell are we collecting, my brother? Boeing. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Boeing. We have to get over 226 up, under 224.33 down here on Boeing. To the downside on Boeing, your first set of support is going to come right here at 222.44. That is where your 5-minute 200 is on Boeing, okay? Back to the upside here. You got to get over 226.23. Get over that 200, and then you will have room up to, are we ready? Boom, that pivot right there, 229, folks. This is how you read a chart. Over this, right there, 229. That is your first stop to the upside on Boeing. Let's go, let's go. Thank you, Island Child Creations, for the follow. Robinhood coming up. Tesla, yep. I got you, my beautifuls, my beauties. Thank you, Lino, for the confetti. Lino Rocha with the confettis. Lino Rocha with the money gun. What were we doing before Tesla? Robinhood. Who was that? Sue Felicia, my Sue with the lights. All right, currently right now on Robinhood, we are in a narrow state on Robinhood. We are in the whip zone. You know what that means? That's our first alert of the day. We are in the whip zone in a narrow state here on Robinhood. Above 105.62 up, under 103.48 down. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade it at your own risk. 5-minute looks good. You're nice and tight there, okay? So here we go on Robinhood. Over 105.62. Your first stop is 107. Above the whip zone, right there, 107. We got our first pivot. As you start to come into this major base, that is major resistance here on Robinhood. Right here, 107 to the upside. Under the whip zone of 103.48. You will have room down to 101. That is where you're going to have your first major pivot on Robinhood. Let's go. 37 new followers. Can we get to 50? If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. XRP. We'll go back to Miss Market. Don't worry. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Let me see what state we're in. Oh, we're in a narrow state. This looks good. Narrow state currently right now here on XRP. All right, XRP, I'm going to mark these out for you, okay? All right, XRP above 296.76. You got to get over this pivot right here. You have room up to $3.20 right here, 3.0020 on XRP. Now, under 292. Get under the whole number. You're coming back to 273.24 on XRP. Mark that down. Thank you for all the new follows, everybody. I appreciate you and welcome aboard. Bum, 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 bum. Mr. Dave's, the Savage person. You got them, right? Blockaroonie, Nvidia. Nvidia, we are in a neutral. Actually, let me see something. Why don't I see that out here? Of course. Okay. I was going to say, wow, you're quick. He's quick over there on the tubes, everybody. All right, Nvidia, we are in a neutral state, position 2 to the downside. You have a 200 right here that we talked about, 177.28. That is resistance coming back up. So if you get over that with a retest, you're coming back through the whip zone, okay? If you stay under that level here on Nvidia, under 177.28, you also have a 15-minute 200 right here. So you must stay under 177 whole number, okay? If you can stay under 177 whole number here on Nvidia, you are coming back down to 171. That is your next pivot. 171 and 167.50 where your 200 is. Back over the whip zone here on Nvidia, you got to get back over 179, and then you have room up to your pivot right there at 180.33. Thank you, Camden, for the YouTube subscription. Yes. We got a lot of people over there on YouTube. We got a lot of people. AVGO. YouTube loves us now. They sent me an email and told me they love us. And we love them. We love you too. What are we doing? AVGO. Currently, AVGO, you are in a narrow state. You are in the whip zone. You know what that means. Alert, alert here on AVGO. A narrow whip zone. You got to get over 295.43 up. Under 292.74 down on AVGO, okay? Nice and tight on the 5. Look good there. On the 15-minute, your first pivot to the downside is 291 on AVGO. 291 above the whip zone of 295.43. You have room to your first pivot of 297 and then 299 to the upside. Mini Fresh, what are you trading? We do a little bit of everything. Equities, futures, Forex. Remember, everybody, the VIP is open. You're going to head over to thevosstrading.com to get into the VIP. We are going to teach you how to trade, okay? We are going to give you the fishing pole, and we're going to teach you how to go and catch the fish. Does everybody understand that? For all of you right now that rely on someone to tell you what to trade, how's that working out for you? UNH. Oh, it got silent. Oh, it got quiet. UNH, because we know it ain't working out too good. We are UNH. We are in a neutral state here, starting a little wide on UNH. We are in position 2 to the upside. Would I chase this up to the upside? No, not in this state. Not worth it. I'll wait for the move back down. On UNH, back to the downside, we have our 5-minute 200 there at 242.36, okay? So mark that out. You got room on UNH up to 258.50. That is where your 15-minute 200 is on UNH, your first level of a resistance. Mark that down. 258.50 on UNH. Remember, coming back to the downside, under the whip zone of 247, you have room back down to 242.36. here on UNH. Neutral state, position 1. All right, let's hammer them roses. We killed those lights. I love it. Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Roses, here we go. Are we ready, my roses? Boom. C for Trinity. I was talking to the VIP traders last night in training, and what I said to them was, trading is hard. It's simple, but it's hard. And what makes this game hard is ourselves, all right? Because a lot of people just don't have confidence in themselves whatsoever. And they don't want to put in the hard work, which trading takes. You got to put in a lot of hard work here. Now, once you put in this hard work and learn what we teach you, I mean, you really got to screw up to get this right. You know what I'm saying? Right, VIP? Does that make sense? You really got to be in your own way. Once we teach you the proper setups to screw it up. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on C. Your first level is your double top right there. You got room up to $93. You're at $91.66. You got room up to that double top there on C, okay? Back under $91, the whole number. First stop is going to be $90.50. And then you're coming back down to a $90 whole number here on C. Under this level, boom, and then boom. Let me back this up for you. I keep forgetting that you can't see that part. Under the whip zone, first stop, boom, and then boom. Hello, Carpenter Guy. Good to see you, and welcome aboard. Good to see you. Apple, please, Daddy. Sure, son. I got you. Right now here on Apple, we are in a neutral state here on Apple. Neutral. We are in position 2 to the upside here on the Apple Rooney. On Apple, you have room up to 208.65. 15-minute 200. Mark that level down, everybody. 208.65 is your first level of resistance on Apple. Under the whip zone, back under 202.71, you got a double bottom here at 201.50. Mark that level down, okay, on Apple. Boom. Know your 50% retracement level currently. Right now, it's going to be at 204.50. 50% coming back down. If you get up to that first level of resistance, your 50% retracement level, will be at 206, right where you are now, everybody. Tesla. How many of you struggle in the market? How many of you struggle as a trader every day? You have hopes, you have dreams, but by the end of the trading day, you're sitting there like this. Fighting with the family. Anybody out there? Speak up now. Don't be afraid. Speak up. You have to admit it. Soul, hello, Soul with the I heart you. Thank you. Free, Shelly, Sue, John, Desiree, Andrew, adorable dad with all the donations. Yes, yes. Come on, everybody. Speak up. Thank you, beautiful Desiree. Thank you, my SOL. Yes, yes. Got to learn how to trade, guys. All right? There's no reason for you to be holding your head in your hands every day. There isn't a way. We will teach you how to trade. If it's not by me, go find somebody else out there. But learn how to trade. You owe it to yourself, okay? What else are we looking at? Tesla right now. Tesla, we are in a neutral state. We are in a bullish neutral state currently. All right, that's the state of your stock. You are in position 2 to the downside on Tesla. Be careful. You have major support right here at 307.30. 307 whole number. First level of support on Tesla to the downside, okay? To the upside above 310.64. Watch your double top here at 312.50. And then you have room up to 314.50 on Tesla to the upside, okay? So you have resistance around 314.50 to the downside here on Tesla. Watch that 200 at 307. Akeem says it happens to him a few times. Francisco Javier Marquez Gutierrez. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. I just got your journal, Francisco. I'll review your journal today, okay, or tomorrow. Let me pull this up for you guys on AMD from yesterday, all right? Just want to go over this with you guys. This was yesterday, right? So on AMD yesterday, you get this big move to the downside. You're not chasing this, folks. You're not chasing this into a 200. All right? This is why we always talk about the 200. Anyone who tried to shorted this, you're a damn fool. You just don't know what you're doing, all right? You're not shorting that into the 200. You have nothing here to the upside. You know where I shorted this thing? Right where you should short this thing. Boom. That was one of my trades yesterday. Right here. Look at that beauty. Okay? I'm not chasing this. I'm not chasing that. I'm not chasing this to the upside into a hold number. That is where I get in, like a trader that knows what they're doing. See that flush? Right to the downside. And what did I have to do to take this trade? I had to wait a half hour. That's the difference between you and me, is I can wait because I know the trade is coming. Those of you trying to chase this garbage, you're just gambling. That's all you're doing. And you have to get out of that mindset, okay? You must get out of that mindset or you're never going to do good. You're just going to keep donating into the market. And we'll take your money. I mean, that's okay. Right now on AMD, as we said, we're in a narrow state. You're down there in position 3. Am I chasing this at the open? No, I'm not chasing this at the open. Am I waiting for my retracement level? Yes. Around 168, I may take a short, or around 170, I may take a short to the downside. If I get over 170 to the upside on this, I am going to look for a breaker structure play back up to 173. I already have it planned out. Why? Because I trade my same setups every single day. It does not change. OMZ with the roses. Yes. Desiree, thank you. SOL, thank you. What do? I sit here and I wait. And I wait for my setup to occur. And then all of a sudden, Miss Market said, hey, Voss, yoo-hoo. And I said, yes, beautiful. Yes, beautiful, Miss Market. That's what I said to her. And she says, it's coming. And I said, okay. And then I said, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Why everybody else is like this? Look. Ready? This is how most amateurs do it. I'm in. I'm in. I can't look. I can't look. I can't look. I'll look in 30 seconds. I'll look in 30 seconds. Okay, is it going up? Oh, no. No. Not again. No. And I'm just sitting here like this. Nope, nothing good yet. I need to get a paint job over there. Oh, I got to clean this area up over here. Well, let me see what's going on in the world of golf. Let me put the TV on. That's the difference. Confident, not confident. All right, here we go. Coin. Did I just sum up everyone's trading in the first 5 seconds of the day? I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. All right, coin. Right now, we got a lot of people over there on YouTube. We are in a neutral state on coin. We are in position 1 to the downside. This looks pretty good, okay, currently. On coin, we're going to start to the upside. Above 303.15, you have room up to 312. That is your first level of resistance. 5-minute 200. Mark that down, okay? On coin to the downside, looking pretty good on the 15. Let's back this sumbitch up. Coin under 296.92. You got room down to 278. Ready? 278. I'm going to show you. Under the whip zone, 278. There she blows, everybody. That is your first level of support. 278. Yes. OMZ. Thank you, OMZ. Chasing sparrows? Yes, I'm just focused on a day. I am not worrying about what's going to happen in the future. I'm not going to try to swing trade anything. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. Most of you can't predict what's going to happen in the next 15 minutes of the trading day. Never mind the next couple days in the trading day. The longer you're in a trade, the higher the chance you're going to lose the trade, everybody. Diz. I love it. Hope that answered your question. I love it when I meet somebody and they say to me, Voss, oh, you day trade? Yeah. I said, what do you do? Oh, I swing. Well, first I got to say, no, I swing trade. Okay. You do? Yeah. How you doing with that? Oh, not too good. How long you been swing trading? Oh, about 5 years. And in the 5 years of swing trading, you're not doing too good? No. Why do you keep doing it? I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get lucky. Diz. Right now we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Diz. Position 2. We're going to go over to our 15-minute here and clear this up. You got room on Diz down to 116. Why? That is your major support level pivot right there. 116. Mark that level down, okay? Back over the whip zone. Above 119.25, you have room up to your first pivot. 120.50 right there. Look. Pivot, 120.50. And then next pivot, 121. It's not that difficult, folks. We're not going to the moon. We're not doing any of the BS. We're not bleeding out. We are trading within our average true ranges. That is what we're doing, everybody. Stop looking for the get-rich-quick scheme. It will never happen. You're never going to make zillions and zillions of dollars day trading, okay? It's not going to happen. Zen method with the rose. J&J, you got it. No problem. Can I give you all a little hint? Anybody going out this weekend with a bunch of friends, with traders? Like, you know if they like to trade? This is what I want you to say to them. I want you to say, did you trade anything good this past week? And they're going to say to you, oh, yeah, I traded blah, 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 blah. You're going to say, what state was your stock in when you entered? You want to see headlights, deer in headlights? You're going to say, when you entered that trade, what state was your stock in? This is what you're going to get. I was in California. Hello, Sineth. No, the state of your stock. Oh, yeah, I was in California when I traded it. Oh, so when you entered, you were in California? Yeah. Okay. And then walk away from them because they don't know what they're doing. J&J, we are in a narrow state. We are on the whip zone above 171 to the upside, under 169.84 to the downside on J&J. On J&J, you got your first level of support right there, 169. Mark that down, 169. Back over the whip zone. First level of support is 171. Pivot right there. Second pivot right above you was 171.50 on J&J. Wow, our YouTube viewers are starting to catch up to our TikTok. That's pretty cool, man. That's very, very cool. Zen method, let's go. Hammer the rose goal. We got 2 minutes to hammer that rose goal. Let's go. We are at 164,000 likes. Can we get 200? If we don't get to 200,000 likes, we're taking a week off, everybody. Everyone just start tapping. Let's go. I love you guys. Let's go. My beauties. IWM. This next sound is for all of you. I don't know why I just deleted that. I had it marked out already. This is for all of you, okay? A kiss from me to you. I love all of you out there. Our beautiful TikTokers, our beautiful YouTubers. We're just here to help you learn how to trade. That's all we're doing. And if you don't like it, then you could go find somebody else. It's that simple, okay? But we truly, 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 truly want to help you. We are in a neutral state, position 1 here on IWM. Watch this pivot on IWM right here around 221.27. A little pivot right there, okay? Not too concerning. To the downside, you have major support there at 218. Mark that down under the whip zone of 220. You will have room down to 218, okay? So mark that down. Coming back to the upside here on IWM, you have the pivot here at 222 that we talked about right there, remember? Above 221, you have room to 222 pivot. Sineth said he just blew up his account today. That didn't take long. The bell didn't even go off yet. I'm sorry, Sineth. Think about the VIP. Ask Mr. Dave. He'll tell you where we'll teach you how to trade. Jared, he's over here now, my Jared. I love you, my Jared. Folks, there's no reason why anyone is ruining their accounts. I mean, what are you doing? Oh, my God. The SPY, let's see. Right now on this market, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the upside. Remember, the only thing you control in the market is risk. You got room up to 630. First pivot right there. Boom. Above 630, your next pivot is 630.50. Boom, right there, okay? Under the whip zone, you want to get under 627.68. You want to get under this 5-minute 200. That is crucial you get under that. Then you have room down to 627 hold number. Under 627.82. 627, okay? Under 627 with a retest, you have room down to 626. Why? That is your next pivot point. We're at 176,000. We're not going to make it, everybody. We're not going to make it. We're not going to make it on the roses. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate you. Christina Zan, Mark Meza, adorable dad. Let's go from the top here. Davion, a facial blaster user. JDM, Marcus. I got to lower this thing. There's so many. Norman, Manny B and Manny, official KK. Jules, Powder, Hillary, Hadrian, Balo, Zen Method, Shelly Stringer, Josh, Egg Change. I Can't Jump, Esther, Buckeye, Meg Cherry, Lino, Josh, King, Candy, Shelly Stringer, Lino, JL Haba. Look at all of these beautiful. Hold on, YouTube, I'm coming. Free, SOL, Desiree, OMZ, Mark Meza, thank you. Apollo, John, Shelly Galvin, Mighty, for all those donations. I love you. We hit the rose goal. Yes, we're almost there with the taps, everybody. Tap it out. Thank you. Thank you. Over there on YouTube, Mr. Dave, thank you so much. Teddy Flows, thank you. Who else do we have here? Thank you for all those the hell do they call them? Super chats. Thank you for all those super chats over there, everybody. I love you guys. Tracy, thank you for the super chat. Mr. Dave with the super chat over there. Chris with the super chat. Thank you so much. NIC, Tenny, Mr. Dave. Love you guys. We are killing it over there on YouTube. We are killing it. We're at 192 likes. Let's go. Tap, tap. David Griggs, thank you. Shelly Stringer, thank you. Shelly Galvin, John, thank you for hitting that goal. And Zen Method. Remember, folks, the VIP is open. We are there to help you. We will help you, okay? VIPers, we'll see you in the chat in 5 minutes, okay? In 5 minutes. YouTubers, I love you guys too. We're at 196. Let's go, everybody. We're almost there. Only Dan in the UK. Hello, my brother. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for all the follows. We're at 46. 4 more followers to 50. 4 more followers to 50. Let's go. 199. 199. 200,000. Yes. Thank you. Look at that teamwork right there. Thank you so much, guys. I truly, truly love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Back on here on YouTube and TikTok. I love you too, Shay Crown. Love you too over there on YouTube. Have a great day, everybody. Be safe out there.